Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm your host, Nina.
And I'm Matt. Today, we are looking at an article called Manhole Covers with Special Designs.
Yeah, and this is part one. But what is a manhole cover?
So a manhole is the circular things on the road or on the sidewalk where someone can go down and fix things down there.
Oh.
And though the cover is like the lid that goes on top of that.
Oh, I see. Okay. So these are manhole covers with special designs. I don't think I've ever seen any.
Well, you know what? When I think of manhole covers, I always am reminded of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
Because they lived in the sewers, so they would always have to go down through the manhole covers to get to their home. So they'd have to lift up the manhole cover and climb down.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, whenever I was out walking around with my mom or my parents, I would say, look, and point to a manhole cover and say, that's where the Ninja Turtles live.
Oh, that is so cute. In fact, maybe it should be called a Ninja Turtle hole, right?
Right, because it's the turtles that are going through the hole to get to their home. That's
okay,
right.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's my memory of manhole covers, but it turns out there are some with special designs that are also very interesting, and we're going to learn more about those after this.
Okay.
Many people visit Japan every year. They go there for its food, culture, and famous sights. Most people look up to see them. Now, some people look down to find them.
And welcome back to part one of manhole covers with special designs.
So again, we have the word manhole cover. So first, a manhole is a hole in the street or in the sidewalk where someone can go down into what's below the street, which could be the sewer, it could be where there are electrical and phone lines, depending on what city you're in, like in Taipei, all of that stuff is under the street. So you need a manhole in order to access or to get down to that stuff. So it's called a manhole because it's a hole that is big enough for a man to pass through. So a long time ago, people used to use the word man to refer just to people in general. So while it says man, it doesn't mean just men. It means any people or any person can pass through this hole. So a cover is something that goes on top, usually to seal something or to make it closed. So a manhole cover is the large, circular piece of metal, usually, that goes on top of a manhole.
Yeah, if you don't have it, someone will probably fall in, right?
Yes, it'd be very dangerous if there is no manhole cover, because there will just be a hole.
So now this article is saying how some manhole covers have designs on them. A design is a plan or drawing made to show how something will look, or usually it's something creative, right? So for example, she showed me the design for her new dress. Okay, so now let's get into the article. Many people visit Japan every year. They go there for its food, culture, and famous sights. That's true, actually. I went to Japan earlier last year and this year, so it's definitely worth visiting.
Right, I've been to Japan many times, and it's definitely a very popular place for tourists because it has so much to see.
Yes.
Okay, so people visit Japan every year. So to visit is to go somewhere or to a person even to see them, to see what there is there, or to, meet with someone also. So we could say, I visit my grandmother twice a year. Or I could say, I visit Tokyo once every 2 years about. So to visit somewhere can be a place or a person, but it's just to go somewhere to see a particular thing or person.
Okay, and the word famous is an adjective, and it means known by many people. So if Matt is famous, maybe I will see him on the street and say, hey, that's Matt. So, for example, the actor became famous after starring in a popular movie. Okay.
So another word we have there is a site. So a site can simply mean anything that you can see. But in the case of tourist sites, or when we talk about visiting sites in a tourist destination, we mean the things that are important or desired to be seen in a place. So the things that you want to see are the sites. So some of the famous sites in Taipei might be Taipei 101, maybe Longshan Temple,
Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall.
Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, that's right.
Okay, so continuing.
Most people look up to see them. Now, some people look down to find them.
So for example, if I'm in Tokyo or in Japan and I want to see Mount Fuji, I would look up to see Mount Fuji. But now some people look down to find them. And in this case, they are looking down to find the manholes with special designs.
That's right. So usually, probably most tourists aren't paying attention to what's below their feet. Most people are looking up. If you're in Tokyo, you're looking up the Tokyo Tower, you're looking up the Sky Tree, and you're seeing these things above you. But if you want to see these special manhole covers, you're going to have to look down.
Now I know.
Yeah, it's something to remember for next time I go to Japan. But right now, we are going to take a break, so we'll see you after this.
Those people are searching for manhole covers. However, they aren't simple manhole covers. Those manhole covers have special designs. The designs are fun and full of color. The designs often show special things about the area. For example, a couple of the manhole covers in Fuji City have Mount Fuji in the design.
Welcome back. We are continuing to talk about these special manhole cover designs. So before the break, we talked about how many people visit Japan every year, and they go for things like the culture and the famous sites. But now there's another reason to go, but you have to look down instead of up to see this famous site or these famous sites.
Yes, and they are manhole with designs, right?
Manhole covers with designs.
Manhole covers with designs. So continuing with the article, those people are searching for manhole covers. So those people meaning the people who are looking down, right? However, they aren't simple manhole covers. Yeah, they're not like the regular ones. I think any manhole covers that I have seen have just been like the road, right? It's just, there's nothing on it really.
They don't stand out from the road. They don't have color or things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I mentioned, these are simple manhole covers. These aren't simple manhole covers.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you said, a simple manhole cover is without any detail, without anything extra. Something is simple. It is a basic version of something. It doesn't have any special features or anything that complicates it.
Yes.
So when we think of a simple manhole cover, we might think of just a dark, like maybe grayish or black metal, and it's just got a maybe cross section, looks like a waffle.
Yeah.
That would be what I think of when I think of a simple manhole cover.
Yeah.
So if these ones aren't simple, they might have things like, you know, a drawing or a picture of something, or even some color to make it really stand out from the road.
Indeed. And people search for these manhole covers. And the word search means look for, right? So they specifically go and look for these special manhole covers.
Those manhole covers have special designs. The designs are fun and full of color. Okay, so that means that you can find these designs that actually stand out from the street because the street's always going to be black or gray.
Yeah.
But if it's full of color, it's really going to catch your attention and you might see it without even searching for it. You might just come across these and find them.
Maybe I wasn't lucky enough to come across one or I didn't notice, but next time I go to Japan, I will. So continuing, the designs often show special things about the area. For example, a couple of the manhole covers in Fuji City have Mount Fuji in the design. Oh, okay.
That's very cool. Mount Fuji, yeah, very important symbol of Japan. It's one of the things people think of when you think of Japan, I think, is this famous mountain, which is actually a volcano as well, so Mount Fuji. So you've been to Japan a couple of times recently.
Yes.
Have you visited Mount Fuji?
Yes, I went to see Mount Fuji in a couple of spots. And actually, if you do go, you should also be aware of the weather because if it's too cloudy, you're not going to see Mount Fuji. And I actually went with some family members and they really wanted a picture with the mountain. So I ended up photoshopping the Mount Fuji on the pictures.
So when you went, it was too cloudy to see the mountain?
Yes, exactly. But if I had known that in that area there were also these special manhole covers, then maybe I wouldn't have felt like I went for nothing. At least I could have seen the covers, right?
Right, so yeah, you could have gotten a picture with the special manhole cover.
Exactly.
Instead of with the actual mountain if there's
Yes.
too many clouds. Something to keep in mind if you're going to visit Mount Fuji. All right, well, we've learned a little bit about these special manhole covers in Japan, but we're going to learn more in part 2, and we'll see you guys then.
Many people visit Japan every year. They go there for its food, culture, and famous sights. Most people look up to see them. Now, some people look down to find them. Those people are searching for manhole covers. However, they aren't simple manhole covers. Those manhole covers have special designs. The designs are fun and full of color. The designs often show special things about the area. For example, a couple of the manhole covers in Fuji City have Mount Fuji in the design.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 visit 动词游览拜访。We visited Singapore last month. 我们上个月去新加坡玩。Singapore 就是新加坡。下一个单字 famous 形容词知名的。Zach is a famous actor in France. 在法国 Zach 是一位知名演员。下一个单字 site 名词景点。The Eiffel Tower is a famous site in Paris. 埃菲尔铁塔是巴黎一个著名景点。The Eiffel Tower 是埃菲尔铁塔。最后一个单字 simple 形容词朴素的。Maya's dress is very simple. Maya 的洋装很朴素。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 look up 往上看 ，look down 往下看。up 是一个副词，指的是向上 ；down 指的就是向下。这两个字互为相反词。我们先来看看 look up 的例句。Look up at the sky and you might see some stars. 往上看天空，也许你会看到一些星星。我们再来看看 look down 的例句。Paul looked down at the ground to find his keys. Paul 往下看地面寻找他的钥匙。下一个文法 a couple of 一些几个 couple 在这里是两三个的意思。我们来看看这个例句。Nelson has been sick for a couple of days. Nelson 病了几天了。以上就是这一课重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
I've been so stressed out lately.
Aw, what's bothering you?
I don't know. Work, family, everything.
I know just the ticket. How about a weekend getaway to the beach?
Just the ticket. What ticket?
No, just the ticket is an idiom. It means the exact thing that is needed.
Hey guys, today we're talking about the idiom, just the ticket.
Yes, it's an interesting phrase, isn't it? Just the ticket means exactly what is needed or wanted in a particular situation.
Right, for example, if you're feeling tired and someone offers you a cup of coffee, you might say, this coffee is just the ticket.
Or if you're struggling with a work task and your colleague shares a helpful tip that makes it easier, you might say, this tip is just the ticket.
Exactly. This idiom is very useful and works in many different situations.
So next time you find the perfect solution or the exact thing you need, don't forget to say, this is just the ticket.
That's all for today.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.